Dan Miller, obviously the radio play-by-play voice of the Lions. Yep, shout out Dan Miller.
Legend.
It was for Fox 2, right, Spenny?
Yep.
Yeah, he for Fox 2 had a couple of sit-downs with the new coordinators.
Yep.
Kelvin Sheppard was the first one. And Spenny cut this clip up here, and I wanted to play it because look, the Kelvin Sheppard thing, the defensive coordinator thing, I guess we'll get to that as well. But I wanted him to play this because I think I know where D-Mac's going to go with it. This was Kelvin Sheppard, the new defensive coordinator for the Lions with Dan Miller. Fox 2.
You are down the road now, and you are the defensive coordinator. So what does that mean to be the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions for Dan Campbell, a man who has had your back since day one?
It means everything to me. It's the reason I chose to stay here over other opportunities. It would have been almost impossible to take another job no matter what. And I told him that day, because he said, "Now, Shep, kind of looking ahead, that day's about to come to where I'm not going to be able to keep you." I said, "Well, maybe by that time there'll be a system to where we can have 2 head coaches and I'll be your head coach B here." Because, man, I owe a lot to Dan. Number one, the belief system he's had in me since day one when I met him in 2014 as a player. And then that's now carried over into the coaching career. He's one of the first people that told me I should take a shot at this thing. He saw it in me as a player. And you can say what you want, but the belief system, and other people try to say, I don't care what people think about me. That's not true. That's not human nature. You are going to care what people think about you. Why do you want to be good or great at anything? It's because you're judged amongst your peers. Well, judged amongst your peers mean you care about what others think. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't care about your performance. You wouldn't care, so it does mean a lot. And, I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my abilities. But having a man of his stature stand in front and behind me and say, "You got this, you can do it." My first job here I was offered was to be the outside linebackers coach. And he was the first one. He said, "It would have been easy for me to make you Mark DeLeon's assistant. You played linebacker. That's comfortable. But to truly grow as a person, not just in this profession, you have to step outside of that comfort zone." And it's something he first told me getting into it. He said, "I want to put you with the outside linebackers. And those are really DNs." And at first, it was like a nervous shock. It was like, yeah, I want the job. And I'd love to have my own room, but I'm about to step in the room and coach a guy like Romeo Akwar, who I played with for 3 years. I'm going to step in the room and coach Trey Flowers, who's on a $100 million deal. I got to make sure I tell him the right things. And so after I got through that initial shock to my system, I digged right in. And it's always been about the support system he's kind of placed around me. No different now. But year one, I had Dom Capers sitting in my room every day. How experience? You know what I mean? That's why I tell people I did not get here alone. Yeah, it took a lot of man hours and things that I had to go out and do, but I'd be kidding you and doing a disservice not to give back credit to the guys who've paved this thing for me, starting with Dan. And Dom Capers was exceptional.
And that was Kelvin Sheppard. And look, D-Mac.
Hold on. No wonder Kenny said he's the busiest guy at Woodward Sports.
Now you're doing
right?
it too.
Am I wrong? Am I right?
Don't, D-Mac.
No, I'm just saying it made sense to me why he said that earlier.
Why do you got to do this, man?
I'm
the chat.
Saying
I want to have a conversation about the Lions' new defensive coordinator.
But I got to get that out of the way because we're all thinking it.
No, I want to. I want to talk about the culture of Dan Campbell. I want to talk about the experience he has. But you and your people.
You're right.
These are your
people, I just want to get it out of the way so we're not saying like everybody in
you.
the chat's going, wait a sec, was that KG?
I'm not mad at you.
Relatives.
I'm disappointed.
Okay, that's
I'm disappointed.
All right.
Okay?
There might be relations, right? I'm not saying, but Kenny just said that's why he's the busiest guy. But no, because Neil, I start there because what is there to say? What is there to say about everything that we've been told, right? You're the we've been told guy. So we've been told, and you let me know, does this stand on brand to what we've been told about why Kelvin Sheppard's our DC?
Well, let's see what the chat thinks, shall we? Woodward Sports chat thread, Shad216. That's the KG stunt double.
It is not.
DNC ENT, that's KG Senior.
I refute these statements.
Now, Adiz411, this is not KG.
Thank you, Adiz. Somebody with some sense in the damn chat, finally.
D-Mac, and this was off the air. Somebody asked, do you wear contacts in here, but when you do interviews with the Lions, do you wear glasses?
That was Chase, and no, I do not. Okay? Just want to state for the record. 2020 vision.
Stephen David, shout out KG.
Vision.
Y'all can keep pushing this narrative. It's not hidden, y'all. It's not hidden. I'm sorry.
Shad 216, KG wears many hats in life.
Yeah, but not with the Detroit Lions,
I'm just
He's
disappointed.
open for it, though. He's definitely open for
Oh,
the
absolutely,
opportunity.
I'm open for it. But
I
not
wanted
with
to
the
have a
Lions.
discussion about culture.
KG Sheppard.
Let me know when you guys are done, man.
this
Let me
shit
know
is
when you're
out
done.
here. They could go a whole segment on this.
No, DNCENT. With all your free time being spent at Woodward, we better see a top 5 defense. Your thoughts,
damn.
KG?
You can't threaten me. I don't run the defense. I agree, though. I agree, but still. Y'all leave me alone, man. I'm a black man in America, okay? I'm just trying to get through the day to day.
We just think you got some insight. That's all. Just feed us some
KG
insight.
stunt double, huh? We get that clip. Our production team spends all that time to cut it up, and I get, quote, KG stunt double.
I know, right?
In the chat. That's what we get.
Yeah.
So thank you for your efforts, Spenny.
I do what I can.
KG stunt double. How about in the future you just put Kelvin Sheppard and KG on the screen, split shot it,
Look nothing alike, by
and
the
we'll
way.
do that for a segment.
Got you.
We'll let
Give me 1
everybody
second.
do what they want to do, all right? Because you don't want to talk about football. You don't want to talk about the Lions culture, Dan Campbell,
Yeah.
the defense, any of that. You want to talk about, quote, KG stunt double.
Give me
Elephant in
1
the
minute
room.
here.
We had to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Now we can move on.
Can we move on?
Now we can. We can attempt to.
Okay. Now, can we
He'll come
move
clean
on?
one of these times.
Okay. All right. Art Vandelay, KG. I mean, Kelvin. Have you talked to Myles Garrett yet?
No, I
you?
have not. I can confirm I have not.
Philly, KG changes his voice.
I can't change this voice as much as I would like to. I can't.
Oh, Sean, it's that's where I draw the line. He does not look. KG does not look like Lil Wayne.
No,
all
his
right?
No,
dreads
that's
are,
a fact.
His
See,
dreads
I've
are in
been-
much better shape.
I've been
Yeah.
getting this shit my whole life.
Lil Wayne's got like 4 dreads left in his head. KG's dreads are much healthier than Lil Wayne's.
Thank you.
Why talk about Kelvin Sheppard when you can just ask him directly?
I got nothing for y'all, man.
Tune in to Big D Energy with exclusive interviews with the DC daily.
Oh my
Be on
God,
this bitch like Aaron Rodgers every week.
I love it, man. I love it. Okay, no, but seriously though, D-Mac, when I listen to that clip, and it goes to show me I have to choose my words carefully here because I had the audacity to think that there would be some learning curve with new guys and new roles like when the season starts. I had the audacity to think that. Got shredded on Instagram because I said, hey, there'll be a learning curve. I don't expect, it's a lot like Terry and Arnold. I don't expect the Kelvin Sheppard of week 1 to be the Kelvin Sheppard of week 4, of week 10, of week 17. I don't. Like that's this game. That's the way this game works. So I have to choose my words carefully. But I will say this, D-Mac. I am even more hopeful after watching that interview because it's clear. This is a pipeline. This is a culture. This is a self-sustaining ecosystem. What, KG?
No, I'm laughing at Spitty. Spitty in the chat.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No,
Nobody-
but D-Mac, but this is a self-sustaining ecosystem that they have here. And does that guarantee that it'll work as well as it worked before? No, it doesn't. But it does go to show you, D-Mac, there's a clear set of values they have, and they're going to keep it pushing.
Well, especially in this situation, because wasn't it in the back of this tells me that in Dan Campbell's perfect world and Brad Holmes that they talked about, this was always the end goal when Aaron Glenn moved on was Kelvin Sheppard. You look at setting him up for success from day one, but putting him around. And I love the fact that, you know, he knows he's got to put the work in, but he's been put in a good situation with the people around him. I don't think that changes. He's still surrounded by former players and knowing what it is. My question is that I would ask Kelvin Sheppard is what is the difference between your philosophy on defense and Aaron Glenn's philosophy? So like what is going to be different? Is Kelvin Sheppard going to be more of a zone guy? You know, you look at where he's worked with the ends and he's come from the linebackers. Is it where is his base coming from with all his talent. So Neil, everybody, no matter how long you've been in the league, this is a league of evolution. You have to get better. You have to get smarter. You have to outsmart each week. Is there going to come that we're going to sit in here this week of the 17 and go, Kelvin Sheppard, it looked like the other offensive coordinator might have out-schemed him? Maybe early on, that might be the case to whatever, but that's when you have the talent on the team to back you up. I think he's as prepared as anybody else to make this step up, and you nailed it in the perfect culture. He's as much part of what it is, from what we've seen of him. Now it's his time, and he's put in his time. He's put in his work, and for all intents and purposes, this is the guy that they deem gets this next opportunity. So this was always like it was always in the game plan. To me, this was always in the plan, and but Kelvin Sheppard had to prove that he was worthy of it, right? So he's done all the work. They've done all the work. Now let's see how he's going to put this talent. Because here's the one thing too: look at coming into this situation. The defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions has never been in a better position, right? With guys, when guys are healthy going into training camp, having Hutch, having Hunter, Aleem, Reeder, Terry and Arnold, the linebacker. Like, this is the most talented that I would say in a long time. So how is he going to put these pieces together?
Speaking of the Hutch thing, I saw people talking about it in the chat. Dr. Pierce joins us today because it's Tuesday, and we're going to get into that, as a matter of fact. Hutch had his magic shoes on. Spenny, like you were... What did you say? It looked like a shoplifter at Five Below or something?
So it looks like when you steal something from TJ Maxx.
Okay. Dr. Pierce is going to explain that, though.
That's fair.
Okay.
We got Lee McNeil, too.
We not like the rest.
Might get a strike there.
Dude, how long ago did you break that?
What's that?
How long ago was that vicious break that we saw?
October, right?
Yep.
October, November, December, January, February, March. February. Like,
he's ahead of schedule.
Like, I mean, look at in that much time, and he's running on it like that. That's crazy.
No,
this is not seeing that, and we'll talk to Dr. Pierce in the second hour. But the fact is, when you see that, it's like, oh, he's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
he was never
not
gonna be good.
Like, we've seen Aleem, start with his rehab and stuff like this. We've seen pictures even at the end of the year of Malcolm. All these guys are putting in the work because they all want to get back. They know how much of this opportunity with this team is.
Yeah, you forget, dude. 23 dudes. 23 dudes on IR at one point. And then there's DNC, ENT. Nah, but real talk, why didn't you keep your name when you went to the NFL, KG?
Oh, my God. I've never been to NFL. If I was, I would not be here.
Just shake
No
hands
offense.
with Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. I get around.
Wait a sec.
I
Is
do
that
get
shot
around.
on me?
Yep.
Because I was, I'm here. And I
I'm
was in the
sorry.
show.
I'm sorry. But if I was getting NFL, buddy, I probably would be here. But I love y'all, though. I do.
Fair enough.
Neil, get control of your show. This
I
is
want
your
to.
fault, Neil.
Oh,
This is your fault.
no.
Yes. Get control of your program, goddammit.
Got a kid throwing up the Illuminati sign.
Right.
What? I cleaned up my fingernails.
No, I'm talking
No.
We're talking about the kid behind you.
This little kid. Just a random white child in the background.
I was wondering why
It's
the
the
camera was on me. I didn't see
I
it.
remember when we were doing a episode of Chop and Puck, and Gibby came in, and he opened the door. He was like, I said the same thing. I was like, who's that? I saw it was Gibby. I was like, oh, shit. Jonathan Scope came in one time.
So we have all these things going on right now, and then we have our chat, DNC also. Who's your favorite black guy? 313. Like, no, we're not. No. We don't need it, and we don't want it.
Jameer Gibbs is up there.
He's a good black man.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson's up there.
This is our month of
My
appreciation.
boy Darius is probably number one. He's my brother. KG's up there.
I like
Easy's up
KG.
there. Yeah.
KG would be, yeah.
Got an extensive list.
I'm gonna treat KG the way he treats me though. Like you wouldn't be number one.
I mean, that's fine.
Definitely not number two.
You definitely not number one on my list.
But you're in there.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you're
We're
in
not
there.
good.
Yeah, we're not good, but we real good.
Who's your favorite white guy? KG?
Who's KG?
Hey, you be getting final table money. Don't worry. You be
Question of the
picking up
day.
final table money, bro. But that,
Yeah, how about that, D-Mac? Hey, KG, who's your favorite white guy?
Well, yeah, you definitely not one on the list. I'm sorry. D-Mac would have to be. He's top 3. D-Mac.
Top 3?
Yeah.
D-Mac and Spinny is in the
Let's
top
go.
3.
Yeah.
So
I'm
sorry.
3's good.
Why?
I gotta put Maz in there, even though he's technically not white. I might put Maz in there a little
Man's
bit.
white enough. He's
Right.
spicy white.
He passes as
Hey,
white.
shout out. Make sure everybody wishes Maz a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the GOAT, dude.
I think he's like
fucking love Maz, dude.
167 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, right,
like that.
something like that.
He was
Steve-
the reporter who covered Charles Foster Kane.
He did every single Kentucky Derby. Stephen Baffy. My favorite black guy is Neil Rule. See, there you go.
DNC ENT says top 5 black guys.
That would be a pretty interesting top 5.
Can we do it in February?
yeah,
though?
yeah.
Is that
Wait, what's the
pushing
date
line?
today? What's the date
The
today?
18th of
Today's the
February.
18th.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have one on the 20th and one on the 27th, right? Okay, because I was thinking for this top 5 for tomorrow.
All right.
I want to do because we are a show of harmony.
Look at Neil
Racial
making excuses.
harmony.
Racial
Just say
harmony.
you don't want to do the
Racial
black
equality.
top 5. Just say it.
No,
Just say
no.
it.
Here's
no,
how I
this
want to
is-
do this.
You want your card, but don't want to do a black top 5.
No. Here's how I want to do this. Because in an effort to bring people and nations together, and in celebration of the hockey tournament
Four
final,
Nations, yeah.
the Four Nations tournament, I want to do top 5 Canadian
Nations?
things tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Top
All right.
5 Canadian things tomorrow. The following Wednesday, to close
I already
Black
know what my
History
number
Month
one
with
is.
a bang, top 5 black people.
That's
There
what
we
I'm
go.
talking about.
Black people or black guys?
Black
can-
guys. Run.
It can be black guys.
Yeah,
What about women?
Top 5 black guys?
top 5 black guys.
Because, like, I mean, black people, like, I'm making good. You got Halle Berry.
Yeah, women
it's
is-
Like, my
that's
list would be
Top
easy.
5 black guys.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that fair?
Yep.
I think it's fair. Thank you, Neil, for expressing diversity on this show.
I just want to bring everyone together. Everybody love ELE. Everybody love everybody.
I'll be making a call later on.
Okay.
We'll try and get that pushed through.
You gonna leave a voicemail?
Yeah. They probably ain't answering, but it is what it is.
Is Fat Athletes getting pushed to like the first week of March?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
There's our next 3.
Hey, lined up.
There's
Okay.
our next 3 lined up. Now, mark us on this, all right? Because
I
we
got
forget.
You. I got you.
Chase, mark us
Did
on
you see
this.
what we did last week when you weren't here?
Yeah.
No, I missed
Top 5 animals that we could beat up.
Top 5 animals you'd win a fight against.
Yeah.
it. Who was number 1?
Um,
Who was your number 1? Do you remember?
I had wolf at number 1.
Yeah.
Because I did
oh,
a
mine was
ranking
a
of, like,
rat was
difficulty.
Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
I put Brad Marchand number 1. I
D-Mac had a kangaroo in his list, and I believe
yeah.
he could fight.
Yeah.
He could scrap a
unboxed
kangaroo.
his kangaroo.
I'd
Yeah.
pay to see
He's got
that.
to watch his feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
Didn't
Okay,
Mike Tyson fight a kangaroo?
you know what? We're not going to make it through the off football season. We're not on a pace to make it.
Look at what we doing.
I-
Top 5 black list. Look at
Yeah.
what we doing, man.
all
We need
good.
content, goddamn.
Dude, the bus is rolling a little slower down the road in the weather. It's cold.
Let's go.
The engine, the tranny's not. We got to let it warm up. We're all good, bro.
Mike-
we got lots of time.
Mike Willett, thank you to the white guy running the show to allow a top 5 black guys list.
I know, right?
I think it was important.
Yeah.
I do. Black History Month. I think
I
it
mean,
was
you
important.
owe that to me. You made a whole segment off of me being Kelvin Sheppard, so I think I'm owed this, to
fair.
be honest.
But then, we make an effort, right? Top 5 things about Canada tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
We try
I
to
already
bring
know what
things
my number
together,
one is.
and then Steve DeYoung drags it right down into the mud and says, so Michael Jackson only counts before the 80s.
Oh.
No, it's your list. It's up to you.
It's your list.
He was black the whole time, although his skin said otherwise, and his nose.
Jason in Brooklyn.
Definitely the
Let's
nose.
talk Lions.
Definitely the nose.
Jason in Brooklyn, we're going to circle the wagons
The
because
nose
we're going
said
to
he
take the
wasn't
break,
cute.
and we're going to
Yeah.
come back.
You now got 2 segments off of my goddamn work. I'm just saying, man. You owe me this top 5 list. And it better be good. No bullshit out
We're
here.
going to talk about
No,
what?
Patrick
Yeah, yeah.
Alfaria, Bruce Lee is not black.
Please just play a commercial. Please.
All right.
Please. Somebody talk something.
No matter if you're Canadian, you're black, whatever. It doesn't matter. At Lady Jane's, they take
still need a
control
haircut,
of getting a haircut. Come on in.
Black
anybody.
Canadians?
Talent stylist delivering